Hi everyone. Sorry my voice is kind of low. I do have a sore throat, so I'm trying to get through this. But today we're going to talk about how to design your own personal fitness plan. And by the end of the class today, you should be able to identify your current fitness level, set realistic weekly goals, and design a plan that helps you stay active and healthy throughout the week. Your objective today, you're going to create a weekly fitness plan that includes at least 4 days of moderate to vigorous physical activity, using goal settings and reflection strategies. Okay, so, sorry, got ahead of myself. All right, so before we get started, I want you to think about this question. What kind of physical activities do you already enjoy doing? So, for me, I really like basketball. Okay, so that's not going to be the same for everyone else. Maybe it is basketball. Okay, but maybe it's also dance. Maybe it's skateboarding. Something like that. Walking your dog, even. Okay, so keep that in mind as we go through this lesson. So here's what we've already talked about, right? So last week we covered the 5 components of physical fitness. Who can give me one of them without looking at the PowerPoint? Who can give me one of them? Yes, cardiovascular endurance, okay, muscle strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, and body composition. Okay, really good. All that's review. You guys should all be very good at that. Alright, so I want each of you right now to take 20 or so seconds to think of one activity that helps build each of those areas. Okay, so for example, if we wanted to use running, that could improve your cardiovascular endurance, right? And push-ups. Push-ups can build muscular strength. Okay, so go ahead and think of one activity that can go for each of these. Alright, so let's share now. Let's share. What did you guys come up with? I want a couple volunteers. Great, yep. Things like lifting weights, yep, that helps muscular endurance. Things like stretching, that helps flexibility. Good, good. Okay, we got to talk about the new stuff today. New stuff, alright? So in order for us to design a personal fitness plan, we need to talk about what SMART goals are. SMART is an acronym, okay? SMART is an acronym you all need to know. Okay, it's quite simple. All right, it stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Okay? So let's look at an example. Okay, this is a bad example. This is a bad example. And that is, I want to get better at running. Okay, why is it bad? Because it's not specific. Okay, it's a generalized statement. Okay, and it's going to be hard for us to achieve generalized statements. Okay, so a way that we can change this to a SMART goal sentence. And to answer each of those, simply say, I will jog for 20 minutes, 4 times a week for the next month to improve my endurance. And just like that, that goal is more clear, it's measurable, and it's realistic. Okay? For all of us, that's a more realistic goal. Okay, so let's talk about what each of these words means when we really break it down. Specific. Who can tell me what specific means? Yeah, it's what you want to accomplish. Okay, what specifically do you want to accomplish? Okay, that's the first thing. All right. Measurable. Okay, how are you going to track your progress? All right. Achievable. Is it a realistic goal for you? Okay, if you've never ran a mile, you're not going to put, I want to go run a marathon. It's not realistic. You've never done it before. Okay, just keep it realistic to what you are capable of. Okay, relevant. Does it connect to your overall fitness goal? Okay, and time bound. What time frame are you going to set? Okay, for the sake of this class, we've already talked about, I want it to be 1 week for this assignment. Focus on 1 week. Okay, so long-term goals are good, not right now. 1 week. I want Monday through Friday. All right. Okay, let's practice now. All right, so I will start. Okay, so Monday, I want to do a 20-minute jog. Okay, what physical component does that cover? Cardiovascular endurance. Good. Okay, Tuesday, I want to cover a different physical component. Okay, so I want to do push-ups and squats. All right, which one is that? Muscular strength. Good. Okay, Wednesday, different component. I want to do a yoga and stretching routine to help what? Flexibility. Yes. Okay. Thursday, new component. I want to do jump rope or a high intensity interval training. Okay, so when we talk about high intensity interval training, those are things like doing burpees, doing jump rope, like I said. Okay, that's something that you don't do for a very long period of time, but when you do it, okay, you're going hard, you're going intense, okay, and it's a short amount of time. Okay, so that is going to help your muscular endurance. Okay, so right there I covered 4 different aspects, 4 different components. And what did I say at the beginning of the lesson? How many days are we doing? At least 4. At least 4 days. Okay, so what's my Friday going to be? Rest and reflection. Rest and reflection. Really simple. Okay? So now you are going to take a minute, think about what your personal plan might include. Remember, you can substitute any physical activity that matches your interest and ability. If you hate running, do not say you're going to go for a jog. Okay? If you like sports, say you're going to go play that sport. Alright? So, I'll give you an example of basketball again. Okay? If you really like basketball, that can count as cardio and agility. Okay? If you prefer walking, okay, or dancing, same thing. Okay? Cardio and agility. Alright, so now this is where, as you guys are working, I'm going to walk around. I'm going to help you guys answer any questions you might have. Okay, but this is your time to get your stuff done. Alright? When you're going through, okay, I want you to think about these questions when you're working on this. How are you making your plan realistic? Okay? Which activity are you going to repeat most often? Okay, that's going to be the one you probably enjoy the most. Okay, and how are you going to stay motivated throughout the week to accomplish your goals? Okay, so as I'm walking around, I want you guys to think about all of that. Those 3 questions. All right. Now that you all have your fitness plan, okay, you've drafted it up. All right. You guys have a learning log reflection. All right. This is a writing to learn strategy from our literacy unit. All right. in your log, you need to answer, what is your SMART goal for the week? Which activities will you do and why? Don't forget why. How will you track your progress? Okay, those are the three things, the three questions that need to be answered. All right, this is going to help you guys reflect and connect vocabulary. Okay, the vocabulary we talked about, like cardiovascular endurance. How are you going to connect that to your muscular strength? Okay. So, here's the example. I want it in a complete sentence. My goal is to improve endurance by jogging 3 times this week. I'll track my progress using a fitness app. Okay, I have an Apple Watch. That's how I use my fitness app. All right, and then after I'm done tracking it, I want to record how I feel after each session. All right, that is a strong example. Okay, that is what I want you guys to have because it's not only measurable, but it's personal to me. Okay, you guys need to have something measurable and personal to you. All right, before we finish, I need you guys to fill out this exit slip, all right, just so I know that you have an understanding, okay? Before you leave, you need to answer, what does SMART stand for? How many days per week should your plan include moderate to vigorous activity? And what's one way to stay motivated when following your plan? Okay. These quick responses are going to show me who needs more help understanding these fitness concepts and goals, the goal-setting skills. Lastly, before you guys head out of here, remember, all right, fitness isn't about perfection. It's about consistency and growth. Okay, your personal fitness plan is meant to help you take ownership of your health. All right, make choices that fit your lifestyle and stay active in ways that you actually enjoy. No one is going to stay active if you don't actually enjoy what you are doing. Okay, so next class, we'll review how your week went, and I'll talk about how to adjust your goals if something didn't work as planned. Thank you all for your hard work today. Now go make your fitness plan a success. Thanks, guys.